fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, do your moves again. What was that? Learning from the best?
Yeah. Just like.
Do you box at all?
No, I had a couple of amateur fights.
Okay.
I was terrible. But no, I did that because I'm so tired. I was just like trying to get myself up for this interview. Yeah. And now I'm ready, baby.
Oh, okay. All right, so we had some pretty good fight. I feel like we're moving back and back. Are we? Okay. We had some pretty good fights tonight. A lot of people felt that Whyte-Chisora should have won. What do you think?
I gave it a draw, but I thought
pretty close.
Yeah, round either way. Maybe I think Derek probably, if you were watching the story of the fight, you probably emotionally picked Derek because he looked like the one that just gave his soul in the fight. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, maybe, but I hope we can do it again because it was one of the best heavyweight fights I've seen. It was just like after 3 or 4 rounds.
But do you think the commission would actually approve a rematch?
I was actually thinking, imagine going back to the board now, going, great news, we've got a rematch. But one of the most pleasing things about the fight was that after all the bullshit that this week and gloves are off filming. They touched gloves at the 12th, and it was like one of the moments where I think the crowd sort of went, that's great, And even after the fight, they embraced and kind of realised what sport's all about, what boxing's all about, which is just a sport. So, I know we all live for hype and numbers, but they overstepped the mark in the build-up, and it was nice to see a great fight for once. Normally you get all the hype, and sometimes it doesn't deliver. Yeah. Tonight you had all the hype and a brilliant fight.
Everybody was out of their seats tonight, which was amazing. Yeah. We obviously had Anthony Joshua defeat Eric Molina. I think a lot of people expected that, but however, you can never, underestimate somebody. You also brought in Vladimir Klitschko into the ring, which
was cheesy, wasn't it?
No, it was amazing. I loved it. Just because it was a great way to officially make the announcement.
Because obviously we've been working hard behind the scenes for a long time on that fight, and I felt like he was here, and I thought, what a great time in front of the fans that have bought tickets for tonight to actually see that get announced in the ring in front of them. So I can't wait. April 29th, Wembley Stadium. You'll have to be back.
I'll be back. Also, as a promoter, you get, I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, you get slagged off a lot for not making the fights people want to see. Yeah. You got a lot of crap for not having the Joshua and Klitschko fight this time around.
We wanted that fight this time around, but as it worked out, once time started passing us by and the WBA and Vladimir had a little injury, it worked out great. He got to fight Molina. We put a huge card on to support Joshua and Molina. And then we get the Klitschko fight at Wembley Stadium and a chance, I think, now to make the biggest fight in British boxing history.
Is it going to top Froch's?
I think it will. I spoke to him about it. He's not happy. He's like,
he's not going to get to use that anymore.
Yeah, I need to speak to the Mayor of London, Mr. Khan, because he can help us with the transport issues that can give us 90,000 capacity. So that's what we're going for, 90,000.
Right. Yeah. Your job is a very difficult one. People don't see the work that you have to put in to make one single fight, and yet you get so much crap over it. What is it like to be Eddie Hearn? What is it like? Is it very stressful? I'd imagine it puts a lot of strain on your life in general. This isn't an easy job at all.
No, I'm blessed. Obviously blessed with my life and blessed to be working in boxing. Blessed to be working in sport. Probably the most difficult thing is like when you do something in Manchester all day, then you get on a train and you go back to London, and then you get on another train and then someone comes up to you and says, what about Chisora throwing that thing at Whyte? Who do you think's going to win? And it's like, I just can't talk anymore, and then you got to talk about it boxing. But the response from the fans is great, and we're trying to create nights out, like events. Yeah. And I think everyone who came tonight, you can't say you didn't get value for money. There's 7 hours of championship boxing. Not every fight was a Fight of the Year candidate, but when I see some of the other shows that are going on around the world, like there's nowhere near the same entertainment factor. So there's music, people are dressed up. It's not like they just come out in like a pair of tracksuit bottoms. You
mean like in America? Because they actually do that in America. Yeah. Nobody gets dressed up.
No, but in America, they sit down and they have like a big bit of popcorn and like a big sort of beer like that or a 7-Up and just sit there like that. Here they turn up like in a suit.
That's why I get dressed up
exactly.
here.
If you wore that in America, everyone would think you lost your marbles.
Yeah, basically. What have you learned the most from your father, who has basically groomed you to do what you do today?
I'm very privileged. I come from, a privileged background because he didn't, but he did very well, and I was born into that. But I work harder than anyone I know because he instilled that into me. So just a working class attitude, really. I don't overthink things. I just get up and go to work, and then go home and work a bit more, and then a bit more, and then go to bed, and then repeat it the next day. That's what we do.
And lastly, I saw that you were having a meeting with Asif Valley, who actually is managing Amir Khan now.
Did you see that? You're spying on me.
I saw it.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? I'm imagining you're maybe still in talks with Team Khan for the Brook fight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've got a decent relationship with Asif. The Khan-Brook fight is a fight that we've wanted to make for a long time. I wouldn't say there's been negotiations, but obviously we've mentioned it to each other, and we'd like to sit down over the next couple of weeks. We've got Whyte-Klitschko, Joshua. It'd be great to stick Khan-Brook in June or May, and then what, our first 6 months of the year. So we're getting there.
But when you met with him yesterday or the day before yesterday, did you guys talk about that? Was that the reason for your meeting?
No, it was just a catch up, really. But it was discussed, and it's a huge money fight. It's probably the biggest fight out there for both of them. I think that's right. And it's a fight that I think the British public would really love to see.
Well, very nice. Thank you so much for your time, Eddie. Oh, wait. We, Daps, there you go. This guy. Nice seeing you again. Bye, Fight fans.
Bye, Fight fans.
Hey, Fight fans, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you go ahead and do so, because Behind the Gloves is worldwide with our coverage. All you have to do is click this little link right here.